Halt, alien, restricted area, do not approach, lethal force in use. Entrance to Lysistrata's yacht forbidden without legitimate pass, lethal force in use. Queen of defunct Empire Omega, ruler of Fornax, technologically augmented. Rictus, guard droid model RD-2465, Tecton origin, prime assembler design, station Lysistrata's hatch. Independent planet organized, owned, and populated by sentient, self-perpetuating robots, administered by prime assembler. Pass number 1282 belonging to Proctus Krieg. Alien access to Royal Yacht approved.
Oh, hello, alien. Excuse me, I've got a great deal of work to do. I'm Bilius, Lysistrata's financial advisor. I've been going over her books. She's quite well endowed. In fact, she's the richest woman in the void. Unfortunately, that's the problem. Taras aren't worth anything if you can't spend them. Now, if we could just get our hands on something big... I mean, something like Corinth Carbide. If we could buy our way into that, we could at least have a little fun. It controls interstellar trade through its various subsidiaries. If we had some inside information, we could buy in and really muck it up. We'll beat them to their suppliers and create artificial shortages where they expect gluts. It will ruin their profit line. Human suffering, wasted resources, ecological damage, these mean nothing to Argos. Immediate returns is all that matters to them. It portrays itself as a free enterprise system even though Corinth controls all production, distribution, and even information. What they call hot ducks in the trade. Secrets we can manipulate to make the market quake. If you can find some, we'll pay handsomely.
The Taras are yours.
Oh, these are good. They're very good. Lysistrata will squeal with delight when she sees these. Here, take 100,000 Ts.
My, a face like yours is worth 1,000,000 Ts. Would you consider selling it? The Kriegs like to have extra faces for special occasions. I'll pay 1,000,000 Ts for yours. Just tell me you want to sell. Some want spare parts every other day. Others cling endlessly to the same old skin. Never a rational motive. It's so unlike Tecton. Tecton is tidy. Every droid has its function. There's no dissent. It's quite sensible, even pleasant. Unfortunately, I've been banned. Droids are bionically engineered, self-perpetuating sentient beings. Each of us has a rational function in the ordered system of Tecton. All organic perceptions are linked to DNA codes. Therefore, I would not put a toad tongue into a human mouth unless that person craved flies. I am Dr. Lysistrata's personal bionicologist. Using technology from my home planet, Tecton, I've enhanced her natural endowments. I integrate inorganic components into living organic beings, thereby enhancing abilities and perceptions. This is the art of bionics. By interfacing computer circuitry with the DNA of an organic being, the sentience of the being extends into the inorganic component. By using crystals, metals, plastics, and computer circuitry, we can increase an organic strength, durability, and ability to perceive. Great! This face will be smiling for a Krieg tomorrow, and you'll be rich! Now hold still. This is gonna hurt a little.
Warrior, a life has been lost. You must pay more attention to your life force. I cannot continually intervene.
My, a face like yours is worth 1,000,000 T's. I am Dr. Lysistrata's my masterpiece. With her natural endowments enhanced with bionics, she's absolutely scintillating. Unfortunately, she's in seclusion. A nip here, a tuck there, a cranial crystal, and sensory enhancements, and presto, Lysistrata became the image of desire. Ah, so you want a cranial crystal? Well, you'll have to bring me something. A Tectonese synthesizer, that's what I want. I'm also an accomplished musician, but organic instruments are far too limited for a droid of my genius. She recently developed an unsightly blemish in the middle of her forehead. Until it clears up, I can't let anyone see her. The pustule looks like an angry third eye. I offered a new face, but she's attached to the one she has. I'll never understand Kriegs. Let me analyze this. Seems harmless enough. I'll just send it in to Lysistrata. Look, the door is opening. It must have worked.
Come on in, Starman. I'm glad to see Zendo finally picked someone handsome to go on the quest. The Dragon Lord guides me, too. In the last days of Omega, he inspired me to take on the trek. The Dragon Lord came in a dream and revealed the prophecy of the Omegan Odes. When Alpha is one with Omega, and Kriegs and Driegs share desire, in the void shall be born Alpha Mega. This dance ends the age of empire. I'm Lysistrata, the queen. Why are you trembling? Does my appearance arouse you? The way we rule in Omega is to let each person indulge in fantasy. By granting freedom, we are also free. Let's leave that for later, hmm? What? Did he crack his cranial crystal again? You'll have to talk to Doctor about getting another. Are you kidding? You're a real hunk. I wish just one of the Kriegs looked like you. Have you ever met such a bunch of wimps? Flattius Dan is the worst. He always was a coward. I never should have let him be navigator. He stopped the ship the second he spotted the Star Force. They never would have caught us, but we were sitting ducks once we pulled into orbit because Unicus didn't put up the shields. He's the apathetic floating around the anti-G chamber, our shield officer. He couldn't decide to raise it until after we took a hit. They blew our thruster, so I ran up the white flag. Luckily, Lexandaler came on board. I blasted a moon apart and scared him so bad he wet his toga. He's a sick little twerp. Don't waste your time with him. I know that you are questing through many worlds and that your final destination is Ravana. It is a nightmare of demons. You must combat all but the last. For him, you must have a gift. I'll give it to you if you get me a polysensory unit from Tecton. Okay, handsome? Will you do that for me? I am sort of a sensuous woman, you know? And the PSU makes all the senses so much more sensitive. Please get one for me, please?
We understand you've allied yourself with Zindo. Don't be such a damn fool! Do you realize how many have died for that quest? Please stop with all the grating. Can't you see I'm in agony? Leave me alone. Go away. Well, thanks. I feel much better. Look, don't say hello anymore. Greetings give me these awful headaches. Just call me by name. See, if someone says, "Hi, how are ya?" I gotta run an inventory on all the droids. It's like getting hit in the head with a hammer. They just think they can think. Only one of them has more than a half a pound of brains, and he's a monkey. Well, he's the play droid. Used to be a lot of fun. That's the problem if you leave too much brain in a droid. They get bored. So Lysistrata wore out another one, huh? All right, I'll make one for you, but you gotta bring me the components. I need a VEU for sight, an AAU for sound, a TEU for touch, an SOS for smell, a GUE for taste, and an OIU to hook 'em up. Here are the chips. Well, look, if you don't have the brains to find this stuff, I'm not trusting you with a PSU. Just give the chip to any droid who has what you need. Well, great. I've got everything I need right here except the cube of Fleeton. You'll have to get that for me, too. Well, that should just about do it. I'll have this mounted on your ship. Look, I got work to do, so see you later.